from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Roadie Rob, Adam Baum, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
What the fuck is going on this? I'm sorry. Welcome to the podcast. So first, like right when we come in, right when the intro song ends, Adam's just like tappity tap 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 my pen, tappity tap tap tap. Meanwhile, the whole time during the intro, he's wanting to talk to me about some other stupid shit that he knows he's throwing me off my intro for the show. So like, what is wrong with you people? I hate you all, not you that are listening and watching. I'm talking about Adam. Hi, Adam. That's your intro for the night.
Oh, hi, Rob.
Yeah, and then Brian. Hi, Brian.
You hate me. I didn't even do anything.
No, I like you.
Hi.
You were.
I like you too.
No,
man.
here's what you did. You did not showed up as always.
Am I here? Are we talking right now?
You know
Is
what
this
I mean.
real?
You know what I mean.
Hey,
damn it.
Hey. It's episode. I don't know. Hey, it's episode 665 now. 65 episode 665.
I don't know. Well, Greg.
I mean, you could just look. You know, like you
No,
can look
I don't.
at where we upload.
I don't like to. No, I don't like to look. I just like to guess.
You know, it takes like literally one.
I don't want to.
Well, not literally.
It's not a lazy thing. I just don't want to. I don't want to know how much time. I don't want to know how much time I've fucking wasted in my life doing this show.
Hey, Podbean loves us.
Yeah.
We're always getting shit.
Yeah.
We have over 100,000 downloads on Podbean. That should be celebrated. I think we're at like 105 now, actually.
I think we're
Something
way
like that.
past 100, dude. I don't know when they reset their...
100,000, I said.
Yeah.
100,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about wrestling tonight, right? So we're gonna talk about SmackDown.
I guess that's good for 600.
What?
I'm gonna do the math. Keep talking.
Okay, cool. You guys do your conversation. We're gonna talk about SmackDown tonight. Adam's gonna go in Raw for us for a little bit, and trust me, I don't think you're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be something you're gonna want to forget about, you know. And we're going to just kind of talk about other things too. Maybe we'll talk about Star Wars tonight.
That's an average of 150 downloads an episode. So good job, Brian. That is a good stat.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, somebody likes us.
They
Yeah,
like
Podbean.
us. They really like us.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
So wait, what did you say? What are we doing now?
We're talking about SmackDown.
You want an intro to the board?
Oh, you said Star
Not yet.
Wars.
Not yet. I know they're there. We'll get there in a minute. I said, yeah, it's SmackDown. We're going to talk some Raw. And maybe, who knows, maybe we'll talk about other things. Maybe we'll talk about Star Wars. I don't know. Star
What about,
Trek.
like, politics?
We might talk about Star Trek. Star Trek has a new series out called Lower Decks, and it's animated, and
my
it's
God.
dude,
comedy.
it's hilarious.
It's animated
Oh
in
my
a
God.
comedy.
It's like
Brian.
Star Trek meets Brickleberry.
Yeah, it's a comedy because it's all fucking
The-
just a bunch of nerds and
Now-
geeks
now
with
look here.
lasers and
Now look here, you
all
fucking-
kinds of Azers.
Now let's pick our battles, Brian. Let's pick our battles here, okay?
yes.
This is sacred land you're stepping on. The Star Trek, you know, it's Star Wars. Have your fun with it.
I thought
Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Star Trek is sacred ground with me, bro. Sacred
I
ground.
didn't know that. I thought it was Star Wars.
Yeah, no, Star Wars is cool.
They're the same though. They're the
Yeah,
same.
watch your dirty whore mouth. I never want to hear that come out of it again, ever again. They're not the same. Star Wars and Star Trek are not the same.
My favorite thing was
I thought one was like a prequel.
my favorite
What?
was in
What?
Futurama's, Rob, where they did the Star Trek Wars and the Star Wars Trek.
Don't distract me from hating him right now.
I know.
Wait, they really did a crossover?
Well,
No,
makes
no,
sense
don't let
because
don't
they
don't
are a
allow Adam.
spin-off.
Do not allow Adam to hijack this conversation with his nonsense references. We know him better than that.
people like Futurama.
No, they do, but that's not the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is that Brian is a heathenist. Right?
You've known this for years.
Yeah.
I've conceded the fact. That's why
Blasphemy.
I was talking about Futurama.
Blasphemy, Brian. Blasphemy. May the spirit of James T. Kirk rape your ass.
Daniel Price says you can't stop the
Whoa.
Family Guy episodes with the cast of Next Generation. Those were funny.
You're the best.
when
You're
he
the best.
had
Yeah.
all the-
Yeah. I love you, Brian.
at the end, he beams him back, and
Hey,
he's
I
just
love
like, "Fuck."
So that was fun. See? I said we might talk about something. I don't know. Hey, I do know one thing. I know
It
this.
was funner than Raw.
Was it funner?
Funner.
It was okay. It was funner.
More fun.
So you know what's more fun than a pet monkey? Going to patreon.com/MOWP and subscribing for like $9.97. Is that what it is? $9.97 a month, and you get all of our
I think, but I think with like shipping and handling, I think it comes out to like
$20.
No, it's not 20. It's not 20. Greg fixed all that, I believe. So thank you, Patreon.
Yeah, we appreciate what
members
we'll just,
for sticking with us.
We'll say the extra amount you paid is a tip. We'll make that a tip to us. So you'll get it back if you want it, but if you're not going to ask for it, I'm not giving it back. I'm just putting it out there. I'm broke. Anywho. So, yeah, go there and subscribe and watch all of our pay-per-view reactions and watch-alongs and Adam's dad, that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, my dad's there.
My dad's there. My dad's on our show. Hey, Daddy, I got a podcast. So, tonight on SmackDown, man, let me tell you something, Brian.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Before I tell you something, I forgot about him. Who's on the board?
Oh, yes, our fans.
Wow.
Our
Sorry, I know,
loyal
I like them,
lieutenants,
some of them.
Daniel Price, Christopher Stikelether, Hall of Famers, both. We also got Canada's finest, Perfect 11 with us, and Soji. What's up, guys?
I didn't know he was Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know
I
what?
didn't know that either.
I'm sorry I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
What's that all about, Reb?
I don't know, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I've been watching a lot of Trailer Park Boys. You guys ever watch that?
Oh, dude, that's great.
That's good.
Rob, wait, have you never watched it?
No, I watched the movie.
Just the movie?
Yeah, it was very hard to watch.
Now, Brian, I have not seen all of them. I think I stopped somewhere in the middle of season 3.
Okay. I think maybe I got a little bit further than that, but I'm the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched it at the beginning, and then they came out with this like season 1 and 2 box set, and I bought that and got like totally into
This
it
is
for a
a
bit.
fascinating story about
It's good.
about your shopping habits.
Oh, now you want to talk about Lower Decks again?
No, I was making a reference towards the cultural icon in
Sting?
creation. Yes, I wasn't talking about. I found it at discount mart.
No, I was
And
saying
I
this
found
like
it in the
before
handicap
it was on
basket.
Netflix. That's when I started watching it,
Okay, whatever.
but it's been that long.
I wasn't paying attention. Oh, SmackDown.
Yeah,
so
what
talk-
about it?
So we're talking about
when he said-
SmackDown?
Yeah. What
All right.
happened? Yeah.
Is it time to talk about Raw?
I mean, no.
Time for bed?
Nah, I mean, we'll get to Raw,
No.
I guess. Let's go through. So SmackDown. Hey, look.
Ooh, baby, I like it, Raw.
The Roman story with the Usos, which is, we're not going to go step by step. There's no theme to this fucking show anymore. It's a really good head game. This storyline with them, it's really intriguing, and it's
Wait, Rob. Wait.
yeah. What?
Acknowledge me.
I acknowledge you, Brian. I
Okay.
acknowledge you as the blasphemous heathen that you are. That's what I acknowledge.
Call me a heathen.
Well, you are.
Okay.
You are. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Worship your flying spaghetti monster. I will too.
It's true.
You're a flying spaghetti monster?
We're heathens.
Heathen.
Heathens. So the Roman and Usos. I mean, not even just that the story is well written, but the timing's really done well. They're playing their parts. I mean, the way that Jey Uso looked at the end of the night tonight, after Roman had to come in and basically save
Wait,
their
you mean
asses.
Jimmy.
Was it Jimmy? No.
No.
Oh, after tonight, it won't matter.
It won't matter.
Won't matter, see?
But the way that Jey Uso looked as the fucking SmackDown logo came up on the screen, and Roman's just fucking like the lead dog, just, and I hate saying that, growling at him, and he was just diverting his eyes. He looked totally defeated, totally submissive, and it was very believable, and it was very well done. And love it or hate these guys, or love or hate whatever. Maybe you don't like storylines in wrestling. I don't know who you are. I'm just saying this is really good.
Brian, my comment to Rob while we were watching it was, I can't think of a time when WWE advertised something or teases something for the next week where I actually give a shit in a long time. Like when I saw, we were mocking in our DM thread about the contract signing for tonight.
Yeah.
But last week when the Usos won the title shot, I kind of knew they weren't going to win the titles, but I didn't know how this was all going to play out. And I was really looking forward to watching tonight's episode just to find out where we're going next.
Yeah.
And this night kind of delivered again. Okay, well, what's going to happen next? is next week. I mean, we only got 2 weeks to Hell in a Cell. We find out we've got, Bobby and Drew. I think Jimmy and Jay should be in the other one, or Jimmy and Roman, since Jay fought Roman already in a cell. Maybe now it's
I thought
Jimmy's
it was going to
turn.
be Jimmy and Jay as well.
I think Jimmy and Jay makes sense, right?
You got to go that way. Or I mean, it wouldn't make sense to have the other.
I mean,
who was it last
you'd
year
have,
again? It was
you'd have to have
wait
the
a
turn
second.
next week. Next week has to be the big
Stike
moment.
has the other option,
Right.
What?
and he has the Vince McMahon option. It's going to be Ray, because Roman killed Dominic tonight, and next week they teased on Raw tonight. The commercials teased for SmackDown that Ray was going to go after Roman on Friday.
Oh fuck. Well, fuck it all.
Out
Fuck
of all
Ray?
the
What's wrong
options,
with
fuck
Ray?
fuck everything I said previously.
I just don't think that's not the that's not the option,
Yeah,
Brian. That's not the one we want. Jimmy versus Jay is cool. We've already seen Jane versus Roman, so we don't want that.
It's not even the one that we. It's not even the one that we don't want. Right? It's the one that nobody wants. Nobody wants Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns in fucking Hell in a Cell. Nobody wants that. Nobody. I don't care. The light guy for WWE, he doesn't want that. Nobody wants that except for one fucking person.
No, that's not true.
Who?
Dominic. I bet you. He's
Okay,
probably like,
okay,
you're
you're
that would be
right.
cool, Dad.
I concede. No, but no, even Dominic's like, nah, Dad, nah, that's lame. You're old. Come on, man. Come on, we don't want you in the Hell in a Cell. That's this.
Right.
This doesn't entice me. This doesn't make me think. Oh, hey, Adams. Adams is talking to the board right now.
I'm listening.
But it doesn't say to me, oh man, I have to tune in for this. I have to tune in for the 50+ Rey Mysterio.
It goes against exactly what I just said, the looking forward to the next week. I'm not looking forward to Ray's involvement next week.
God, no.
I am looking forward to see how Jimmy and Jay react to Roman's involvement. Because Roman basically just said, fuck you guys. You know, I worked too hard on it.
You've already got the answer there. I mean, Jay went submissive, and Jimmy said, fuck you, and walked off.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it like that.
Yeah. But, I mean, this is far from over. I care about this story.
Right.
The next chapter. I don't give a damn about Ray avenging his son.
But wouldn't Ray just kind of taint that? Would it taint it a little bit? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He brings it down a factor.
oh, yeah.
He brings it back to, I guess, less unique, Rob. In an era where we have so much cookie cutter and copy, this story has been, I mean, at its base, if you want to boil it down, it's the same as many. But it's been very unique in all of its details and the way that it's explaining it,
Yeah.
and kind of utilizing, as Brian and I talked about, that formerly shitty bloodline or blood ties or whatever the fuck they called themselves when they were all faces.
Bloodline.
Yeah, it's gone in a much better direction now.
The blood and bone. What do you think, Brian?
No, I mean, having dissension within the crew and also having Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman involved in the whole equation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. That the whole thing is just it feels different. It feels new. Like, I know we always make fun of them about something different, something new. This is actually the one thing that they're doing right on SmackDown.
Okay.
Okay, now on the board, let's just check in real quick.
Sure. Why not?
Sound effects didn't work. Toji says Lesnar signed for Raw, so something's going to happen by SummerSlam. Hope not. There is rumors about Brock in the Bank or Brock Party.
Oh, fuck. Sign me up. I
Perfect
love that.
11 says Roman makes a deal with Ray where Roman puts up his world title in exchange for Ray and Dominic's tag titles. And if Roman wins, he can then hand them to Jimmy and Jay. That makes it a little more
That makes it a
intriguing.
little bit more
11.
intriguing. I can go with that.
That certainly that certainly does something different. Stike says, I think they're waiting for the first pay-per-view with fans to do Roman versus Jimmy at Money in the Bank. If it breaks down till then, I don't know.
Brian, you gotta come home for Money in the Bank, man.
When is that? June?
Yeah.
No, we are in June. Jesus
July.
Christ.
July.
It's the July one.
Bob's gonna be here in town,
Yeah.
hanging
Yeah,
out
when,
with us.
Bob's going to be here for Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, tell me the date. When is it again?
So Bob gets him back home, right?
No, I mean,
Bob
Bob
is why he comes.
No,
of course.
Bob's
you
going to
would
get
think.
his chair. and we
I've
don't
never
need Brian.
Met fucking Bob.
Fuck Brian.
It's been 5+ years and I haven't met Bob.
No, I know. So you're gonna come
know?
for that. I'm just saying. We tell you Bob's coming. You're like, oh fuck yeah, I'm in town.
No,
but if we're just like
I was gonna
Brian,
come
come home
anyway.
because we miss you. Brian, come home because we miss you. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, you guys.
He
whatever.
did show up for your birthday.
He did.
Yeah, I showed up for your birthday.
I appreciated it, but you know,
again,
then he left
I
me
live,
like I'm a fucking like I'm a
basically-
booty call. You know, came in
No,
and
it's
fucking
not,
came out.
No, it's not
Yeah.
like you didn't pay me. or
Like 2
anything.
nights
I'm
in a
not-
row, and then money was on the nightstand.
Yeah, like I'll see you in 6 months.
Well, you can sign up for my OnlyFans, bro. I mean, be a friend. Jesus.
Oh God, you have an OnlyFans?
Do you like your hip
Huh?
massage? What?
Huh?
Could you imagine? They would have to rename Brian's OnlyFans.
To what?
No fans.
Like super cool. Yeah, no fans.
Like a video blog for the Martians
Ceiling
to read
fans.
after civilization is dead.
Ceiling fans.
Trump's blog.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I was rich. I would totally want a Donald Trump Jr. Cameo, whatever, right now.
How much are they?
Like $500. I'm not.
Oh yeah, you seen those?
Fucking
I've been
dicks.
do a bump for me, bro. Oh my god, Mark Wrestling Podcast. I'm
Good
Donald
stuff.
Trump Jr. I just got done killing a bunny rabbit by strangling it with my bare hand. What's up, Mark Wrestling Podcast?
All right.
We should get him. We should do it.
We should do it.
We should do
Yeah.
I bet
why
he'd
not?
kill the rabbit too. I bet he'd do it.
No, we can get Mr. Marcus. He's available.
He is.
I think he's like
I
60
think
bucks.
Brian has
something
a
like
crush.
that.
Yeah, he's only like $50-$60. Yeah,
I
right.
think Brian has a crush on Mr. Marcus.
No, he's a celebrity, and I don't know.
You're the one who always. I mean, you're fixated on him, bro.
I'm telling you,
Like a couple of years, him and Matt Riddle's butt.
that is your thing, man. Mr. Marcus and Matt Riddle's butt. Do you want to see
It
that? Is
wasn't-
that a
it
video
wasn't
you
Matt-
want
It
to
wasn't
see?
even Matt
Yeah.
Riddle's butt. I don't know what you guys.
Is that
are
what you
talking
type in the search bar in Pornhub, bro?
He's like,
Right after,
Mr. Marcus Riddle.
right after you watch the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast on there, then you search Mr. Marcus and Matt Riddle
Yeah, I just
In
flip
the
back
butt?
and forth.
in the butt.
Yep.
What's next?
You in the butt. Ow.
You host this show, motherfucker.
Again, this is.
What?
I'm just having fun tonight. I don't give a shit.
Oh, it's free for all.
Yeah. Okay. So Profits have 3 separate segments tonight where they're mixing it up in different forms or fashion with whatever the fucking Alpha team is. What's it called? Alpha Express.
Alpha Academy.
Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy.
Alpha Express.
Oompa loompa doompa dee da.
Yeah, kind
So this is happening. So it's going to be. I can't hate on it. I mean, the segments weren't bad. They were pretty good. They had some humor to it. They had some seriousness to it. It's a tag team match outside of the tag team title, right? With a story to it.
True.
Even if it lasts a week or two, it's outside of the title. It's promoting the division, so that's good.
I didn't mind it. I mean, I wouldn't say, it was amazing, but I'm not going to shit on it either.
No, not at all. I wouldn't do that either. All right, so Prophet's got that going on, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Carmella makes Liv Morgan tap. Liv Morgan, the now solo,
no
last
more
remaining
Riot Squad.
Riot Squad. Remember?
She's
Now-
just Riot.
I think her and Bray need to
Jesus
form
Christ.
like last remaining faction.
Who?
Her and Bray.
Her and Bray.
Her and Bray.
Oh.
All the Wyatts are gone too.
Oh yeah.
All the Wyatts and all the Riots.
all the Wyatts,
Ha ha.
all the Riots.
Wy-
Shield's still
Wyatt's
going.
Riots.
Well, yeah, Shield's got 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Shield's in the meatloaf status. The thing here about Liv, I just want to mention this real quick.
Yeah.
Because her and Ruby had some nice words to exchange with each other on Twitter, but it kind of sucks that they didn't know that was their last match together.
Yeah.
In hindsight, is one of
It's
the
not
things that they said. You couldn't like. I don't know if I know it's my last hurrah. I'd be like, let's go out and just fucking have fun, man.
Yeah. You might take that. I can see from a business standpoint, hey, be like, don't tell them because they'll go on TV and show their ass.
I get it, both sides.
Yeah, so they're kind of shitty in the way they do things. We know that by now.
Yeah, the trash bags.
What really upsets me, Brian, about
Yeah.
the Ruby Riot release is not so much that Ruby Riot got released. I mean, she was
Oh, I know
I
where you're
liked her in the
going.
ring, right? She was a great. I could play with her, mess with the personality, enjoy the personality. She was a good talent you could have had on there for 5 more years.
Good
She-
worker.
Great worker. Heath Slater, of the women's division. And that's all respect.
Totally.
I say that with complete respect.
For sure.
But also, yeah, she'd probably maybe not sign and she'd go wrestle somewhere else. It was either way, no big deal, no big whoop, right? But the thing about it is, I just feel like they're going back to a Divas division. I feel like they're slowly building the Divas division back, and I have and getting rid of Ruby Riott. No disrespect, but she's not necessarily
the conventional look.
She's not.
Well, no, I don't. Boy model. The short hair,
right? We don't have to dig into it,
and
but
the tattoos
yes.
are.
We don't have to.
Oh, I guess it's
to
Adam now.
I mean,
well, no, I mean, what other female
I know,
on the
I'm
roster
just
has a ton of tattoos?
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
just go
I
like
know.
on that.
Again, you're digging in, but I mean, I think she's actually a very attractive woman. But she's
I
not.
wasn't
I know.
arguing
You don't have to defend yourself in every word. Jesus fucking Christ, let's get through it. So she's not the idea.
So extra.
Oh.
Wow. See, he's always got to have another word in. Why you do that to me, man? Why you try to fuck my good mood up? Anyway, man, I'm just saying, getting rid of her shows that they're focusing more on Eva Marie's coming in, and you know, whatever. Although getting rid of Lana might have, you know, that could set my opinion back a little bit there. See, you just put my mood in the gutter, man. Why'd you do that to me? You're so mean.
Eva Marie's, they're potentially not even bringing her back to wrestle. There's a lot of rumors that her character is a valet manager role.
I doubt that.
Which makes even Brian, am I wrong? Hasn't there been a lot of dirt sheets?
Eva Marie?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like she's gonna debut as a wrestler.
No, but I'm saying the dirt sheets have said that she might not.
Well, the dirt sheet. Who?
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
Who said it on dirt sheets?
Oh, you should ask Brian.
Because if it's like ringside news, then no, it's not true.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's not that. No.
Sports Kita.
Yeah, Sports
Kita.
Kita.
Fucking just random Twitter account.
Yeah,
Golda said it.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
You know what? His word is good. Okay.
Better than Sports Kita or ringside news.
The host
Fucking
of
clickbait.
Indy McIndy Face told me so.
Dude, the show is still we're still just in some R&D right now,
Yeah.
and we're just testing it with finding our demo audience.
All right. Corbin beats Nakamura, gets his crown back, and then loses it again. So that's still going on.
I don't understand this.
I don't understand why you want to talk about it. I don't understand why you want to talk about it.
Here's why I want to talk about it. I thought at first this might be leading to a potential King of the Ring tournament again, like a newly crowned.
Maybe.
Is where I thought this was going, but now it feels like this is just some bullshit.
It's just some bullshit. Okay. Bing, ding. You know, there's the butcher, and I'm persuaded to love you, and whatever. You know, come on.
What the butcher? What?
I don't know, man. He appreciates and loves you.
It's great.
Yeah, right. Bianca comes out. By the way, I gotta say, you know, I could appreciate it when I see it. Bianca's outfit tonight was pretty fucking awesome. I'm sorry.
Did she make it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she probably did. She did.
I liked her outfit. I thought her promo was a little uneven.
I felt like she started really not in flow.
Yep.
And I feel like there was a point where she paused for a second, and then even the delivery of her words changed, and she went more her.
Well, and I think that's exactly the way to describe it. It felt like she had 4 talking points, similar to what you've done to me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, don't forget to do these 3 things on the show tonight.
Mark.wrestling.com.
And I did all 3 of them in a row just to get rid of them.
Yes.
I think she did the 4 things that Vince told her to say. One was a cliche. I don't remember what it was. I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
They sound so forced.
You're laughing first, but you'll be laughing last. And
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah,
And
blah,
then
blah.
she went, now. And then she kicked in, now this is what I want to say. And it felt more
It didn't, and by no way,
fluent.
and by no way, I think we agree it wasn't. Even after that point, it wasn't her best promo ever.
No.
But you could see how the starting point, she got knocked off her rocks a little bit. It probably never could get it back. But anyway, so the promo, and I jokingly said to Adam during the promo when she started talking about, you know, laughing, I was like, oh yeah. Vince is like, okay, so your story is gonna be that you laugh at her and she gets upset. Now, I said that as a joke. I said it as a joke.
Yeah.
And then I'll be damned if Bailey at the end, it's It wasn't just a moment in the promo. That is the gimmick, boys and girls. Ring the bell.
She took over the Thunderdome, Rob.
That is it's the Bray Wyatt of laughter. That is the gimmick, boys and girls. We have figured it out. The gimmick for this championship feud is laughs at her.
Brian, I was arguing with Rob, and I kind of disagree. Because I thought the gimmick here is that she is now part of Tim and Eric's awesome show. Great job.
She did. Oh, my God. She looked like, what did you say, the female Dr. Brule?
She looked like a female Steve Brule. And at the end, when she took over the Thunder Dome, she had that. Yeah. I don't know. The backgrounds looked very Tim and Eric.
Huh. I didn't get that at all, but.
Oh, because you didn't watch it?
Don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but it says on your chart that you're fucked up.
But Bailey did sell the laughter, at least. She sold the crazy.
Oh, yeah. She was like, oh, you want me? She probably said, this is so fucking stupid. Why am I doing this? Okay, Vince, you want me to do this? Well, I am going to do the fuck out of this. I'm going to do this so awkwardly fucking explosive that you'll just be like, oh, God, I just love you. Now shave more of the back of your hair off. Come on. Give it to me. Yeah.
Where's Ruby Ryan?
Give me Ruby. What do you mean I fired her? Damn it. Okay. So that happened. So they're going to have a Hell in a Cell match.
Wow. Soji says Belair's getting nowhere with her promos. Only Rhea as champ is worse. Now,
yeah.
I will say that the whole storyline here, besides the laughter, Rob, Bailey just lost to Bianca at WrestleMania's Backlash, and here Bianca's like, "I'll give you a shot at the title." They're acting like, I know we do revisionist history all the time, but this just fucking happened.
Yeah,
at the last pay-per-view, and you're acting like it's a big deal that it's going to happen here. They're not in a cell.
No.
They're at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Right. So this is to the comment about about her and Rhea, Bianca and Rhea not doing good promos. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I just, to me, what that is a failure of development, and I don't mean that
failure to communicate.
Failure to communicate. That is the instant gratification era of WWE, where you must be in the title picture within a year of your debut, or you're getting dropped from the roster, right? And so back in my day, when wrestling was real and, the blood came from their faces, back then, somebody started out in the lower matches, the opening matches, and they slowly climbed their way up the card. And they did that through trial and error of wrestling and promos and character development and everything else. They worked their way up to the level where they could be a champion both in fiction and in nonfiction because of the statue they put themselves in a company.
Well, and nonfiction means in the eyes of the crowd.
In the eyes of the talent and the crowd. Be somebody who truly, like the other wrestlers look up to, you should be the champion. You're the locker room general, right? That's who you are.
Everybody looks up to Omos right now.
Oh my God, that's a dad joke.
But so Bianca and Rhea, they didn't get a chance to come on the main roster and develop and have fuck ups and work through and fuck up in the lower card, then get better for the mid card, and then be ready for the top card.
None of the women do.
No, none of the men do either.
Wait, why do you say that though? I mean,
Bianca had more time than Rhea.
Well, all right. The only thing I will say is that both of them came up during the pandemic era, whatever you want to call it, right? So I guess not having fans in the building too, that also has to play into an account. Also, I'm sure they're getting used to it again.
What do you think about Soji here? He's saying Bianca should lose so that she can win it back at SummerSlam and get that pop that she didn't get with the crowd.
They could do that. That could be something you could do. Sure.
And earlier they said that they're both on autopilot because of the other sport playoffs. They're just waiting until they're done and they can get back to live crowds. So that's, I mean, the way Raw ends the last 4 weeks, I feel like, they might be just throwing stuff at the wall right now to see what sticks.
I have to agree and say that both the champions they're not promo ready, and that means you shouldn't be champion ready. Not saying they couldn't be eventually. I think it was just too early for both of them.
You know who? I don't know if you were watching during them, but Brian, you might be able to back me up if you agree with this. I think that statement would best apply to Batista. Physically, he was ready to be champ. Popularity was ready to be champ, but when he first was champ, promo-wise, he was not there.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good assessment. I mean, he wasn't terrible. He wasn't a terrible promo.
He wasn't terrible, but like his other title runs, he did much better in his other feuds, and when he started working with Ray and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And Eddie, like when he went over to SmackDown, he got much better. But when he was on Raw going against Hunter, and maybe it was just because Hunter destroyed him.
Yeah.
It could have just been that.
You know, here's a little thought I'm having. Everybody, you've had that click moment, right? You're doing a job, right? Let's say you're working on a database, or you're learning how to do databases, and
XL,
and then one day, well, maybe not XL so much, but one day, okay, Stratego. We're playing Stratego. The first time we play it, we're just going number versus number. Oh, let me try that. By the 20th time we played it, we're now thinking in strategies, and we're anticipating moves, and you know, it clicked for us. It really became.
You realize the spy can only take the 10, not anybody.
Right. I mean, but you do that at work. You know, when you did your job, you probably just did routes, and then one day you're like, holy shit, I can see them, kind of like the golf movie where he can see the whole fucking course. And you know what I'm talking about? He's in the zone.
He's measuring the angles and the lay of the green.
That's the kind of person that you should have in your titles. At the top of your company, the person that can look at your business and sees it in a complete open way, whereas somebody right now who's new in, like Rhea and Bianca, they may only see a certain aspect of the business and not even grasp what they're fully doing yet. You know what I mean?
Now, I agree with you, Rob, but I think this is more this is just part of the bigger picture and the bigger problem. The bigger problem is that there is no other way on the main roster other than the belts. So they want to put whatever behind Rhea and Bianca, and I don't disagree with them for wanting to build their futures around them. They're good young talents, etc. They've got a great upside. My thing is, though, what I'm trying to make the point here is that they don't do undercard feuds. So they have either they get into the championship picture or they don't get on TV. And if they lose, then we're going to all sit here and go, why'd you pull Rhea up if she's just going to lose? At least Bianca had, I know Brian was right with the quarantine, year and COVID and whatever, but Bianca had some time to maturate on the roster. Rhea debuted and has the what did she fucking debut after Fastlane?
Mania. That's Mania.
No, but she debuted and said she was challenging at Mania.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But
splitting
also,
hairs.
Yeah, but it's also not like, I mean, even before the pandemic, though. I mean, I'm just being devil's advocate here. I mean, NXT, they were in front of.
Yeah.
It's not like they were in front of like no crowd. I mean, Rhea and Bianca, they've been in front of a crowd before, so
that's true. And I like what Soji said here. This one's pretty good. He says Adam WWE is much better creatively at Batista's title reign, so it didn't matter. Look how they did Benoit as a champ, and he was lousy as promos too. Yeah, Benoit was over as hell when he was champ.
Well,
and he was not a good promo. He really wasn't.
Benoit had been the slow build for his popularity, because he didn't do anything different at the end than he did at the beginning or the middle. Benoit was always Benoit, but he was consistent and always there. And it was just kind of like Zack Ryder recently at the Mania, or even Kofi Mania recently. It's where where the crowd went, you know what? We're going to give you all the love now, right? So that's.
I mean, he won it at Mania. He had one title defense, and then he lost it.
Yeah,
big deal.
So he had his moment where the crowd said, "Here's for you."
But the point stands. He was. I mean, creatively it worked where the fans were all cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a lousy promo.
But the same thing. I mean, but same kind of story with Eddie Guerrero. I mean, Eddie Guerrero, for the beginning of his career up through towards the end, it was always kind of, there's Eddie, or on the
Eddie,
side.
Eddie oozed charisma.
He did, but it didn't happen until later in his career. When he really where he really took his stride was later in his career. He was always a great heel.
That's when he got
Always
the
a great
opportunity.
Yeah,
Right. He's still always connected with the crowd, I would say.
Absolutely.
Like I think his
WCW
build
and ECW.
his build started. I believe it was the U.S. title. It could have been the IC, but I think it was U.S. when he was doing the whole Mamacita gimmick with China.
No, wasn't it European?
Was that
European
still around
title?
back then?
I think so.
Whatever it was, when he started doing that, it was a slow rise from there. That he was
Right, but
always
that
in
was-
a
that was
title
later.
hunt or something, and he's the one who ended Brock's mythical run for a while.
yeah. Well, but again, all those moments there were later in his career. He really hit his stride. He was always good in the past. He always had good characters where he was. He was popular, but he really hit his top popularity towards the latter part of his career.
We lie, we cheat, we steal.
Which is when the value is there, right? He was always valuable as a performer before, but then because of his maturation and his time in the business, he became valuable as a top product.
I just think it was just such a good time to be a wrestling fan then.
Yeah.
When SmackDown was under Heyman's thumb. Oh,
When they had what was it, Marilyn Manson as the theme song? That was a good time.
Yeah.
beautiful people.
That was a good era.
Beautiful
Yeah.
people.
Apollo versus Owens for the IC title. Bambashude. What's his name? What's his name now?
Babatunde.
General
no.
Aziz?
General Aziz. General Aziz beats
Aziz.
up KO backstage, so he's kind of disabled him a little bit. We had a really good match between KO and Apollo. You disagree, Brian?
No, you can't have a fucking bad match with those guys. So
No, you
Well,
cannot.
and KO sold the story the whole time of
He
the
did.
attack backstage.
And Apollo won with a Death Valley driver on the hardest part of the ring, Brian, the apron.
The apron?
Yep.
Of course.
Yes.
I knew you were gonna say that because you said the hardest part of the ring.
Yes, I did. And I said apron, but it's okay.
I thought you knew it because you watched, but whatever.
Yeah, we thought that too. No,
I did watch. What are you talking about?
has he ever done a Death Valley driver before?
KO?
No,
No,
Pay
Apollo.
attention, Apollo.
The one who did it. The one who did it.
Apollo. Not that I can recall.
I'm not doing any. I got conspiracy theories in my head right now, like Velveteen Dream, and some. I don't
Oh,
know.
God.
No, never mind. It was all dumb. I'm going crazy. It's my age, man. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, no, you just need to get Velveteen Dream off of our slide.
Yeah. So Apollo wins. I am happy Apollo won. I like Apollo in this character. I like him having the title. I am very curious to see how far they can push this.
Yeah, how long?
I mean,
I think he has to lose it by SummerSlam just because here's why. And I know this sounds weird.
Okay, Al, why?
I know this sounds weird, but if you're going to go with Roman as your champ for a long time here, you can't have this
Why?
the belt just be held hostage by someone else, the other belt.
Why?
Because think about it, if he won it before Mania,
Yeah.
and he loses at SummerSlam, that's a very good run.
Your logic flies in the face of Brian. Back me up here. Of like almost all wrestling history.
How?
So you're saying that it would be a mistake if Roman's going to hold the belt for a while, then you can't hold the IC for a while. If you look at any of the pairs in the past, Luger was U.S. champion for fucking ever, while Flair held the belt. Yeah,
And where's that company?
Well, okay, fine. Rick Rude was the IC champion for a fucking lifetime, and Hogan had the belt forever too. 10 years there, 10 years. I mean, go to any league. Go to any league.
Rude? You mean Honky Tonk?
Oh, fucking ravishing Rick Rude.
He didn't hold the IC title
He
for
was
10
the
years.
fucking I was being hyperbolic when I said 10 years. You fucking know that. But no, he was IC champion for a good while.
Honky Tonk has that record.
Did I say the most? Did I say the longest?
Ow.
I don't think Rick Rude had a very long title run.
You're sick.
Stike, somebody help me out.
You're sick in the head.
Stike on the board, Statman, speaking of him, he says Apollo did one to Big E, a Death Valley driver. So
Okay, cool. Again, that was stupid. I was wanting to move past that.
Yeah.
Thanks for paying attention, Adam.
I was trying to help you out.
But what were we talking about?
Honky
We're
had
talking
it for
about
an
we're talking about
IC.
Dean Martin.
Nobody's arguing that Honky had it the longest.
I'm trying to also argue that Rick Rude did not have a
Rick
very long
Rude
title
had it
run.
for yes, he did. Yes,
now I'm
he
gonna have to look it
fucking
up.
did. Fucking challengers came and went. Came and fucking went. He beat everybody.
Okay. We'll find out.
Which title are we talking about?
IC title.
I see.
Fucking Rude had that thing for a fucking while.
Okay, he was.
Go ahead.
He was just a one-time WWF Intercontinental Champion.
Yes. How long?
The
Feel like 2 fucking years.
If Honky had it for a year and he wasn't longer than Honky.
I said it felt like. Didn't you hear my fucking word? Felt like.
You were in
Why can't I find where it says he won it?
No,
Rude held the IC title
had
for
it
4 months. He won it at Mania and lost it at SummerSlam to Warrior. Wow, thank you, Stike. That's the exact thing I'm suggesting Apollo do.
No,
he won it at Mania. I'm suggesting he lose it at
Oh, here we
SummerSlam.
Oh wow.
89 to 90.
Oh, so my memory is shit. Okay, so I lose that. But my point doesn't change that you still have well, okay, fine. Then Honky and Hogan both had that's funny right there.
Everyone in this room is now done.
No, Honky and Hogan had it for long periods of time together. Luger and Flair had it for long periods of time together.
But that was a different era. You didn't have a
Oh,
pay-per-view
but now,
every month.
so every time
No,
we're going to have
the
another
one
butt,
thing,
right?
though,
Right now we're
the one thing
changing
you
the
didn't have a
rules.
pay-per-view every month.
Yeah.
So when you only had to defend 4 times a year, like legitimately, because they wouldn't
Yeah.
do a lot of house show trading back then. So you had 4 legitimate title reigns there. That was different. Even the tag titles. How long did Demolition? I think this might have all been the same time. Honky, Hogan, and Demolition all fucking held the titles
Because
for a year.
Because it doesn't matter who wins it or loses it or whatever. Brian, if you have good storylines and you do it right and you book it right, you don't need to change the titles over.
I mean, I think there's an exception to that. I agree for the most part, but I think there are exceptions.
You have to justify what you do. And if you have good other bookings that don't matter, like right now, I mean, one of the few things that was weird about tonight is instead of trying to pick New Day or RK Bro to go for the titles, you have neither because they're still going to feud away from the titles.
Yeah.
Like that. You if you do it right, Rob, yes, you're right. I just don't. I think we're with the 12 pay-per-views. We're long past that.
I think Apollo Crews. Okay, well, that specific point we can debate all night. So, I think Apollo Crews should have a lengthy title run, regardless of what they do at Roman or what your opinion on it is. I think he should have a lengthy title run because everything else he has done prior to this was cut short and then erased and then disappeared and then reemerged. So
His first run was 4 or 5 months. It was just as long as Rick Rude's.
Okay, first off, I was a kid, and I hated Rude so much as kayfabe that it probably felt longer than fucking 4 months. So I apologize.
It felt like 2 years apparently.
I apologize for
probably.
my waning memory on that point. But the other point is that every time Apollo had a bit of some success in the company, almost immediately it felt like it went away and he disappeared. I would like to see him on a sustained heel IC title championship run for
when he was a face and holding the U.S. title, Rob. You think that should have gone longer? I mean, I get what you're saying.
No, because it wasn't good.
Right. So that's why
Right.
you don't need it. This is good.
Yes.
And I think he can recover from losing the belt and still being good.
But okay, we just disagree. You see it one way, your way sucks, and that's fine. That's for you. I disagree. I think the better
Right.
it's horrible. But the better option is that he holds it as a heel and he
For 2 years?
I'm not saying 2 years, but you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, how about 2 years?
Okay.
How about fucking
what was
2
Adam's
years?
plan? Bring back Velveteen Dream and give it to him?
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do.
Yes.
That's exactly what he wanted to do. So
Yes.
so that's it. Oh, okay,
Do-
you know,
do that.
Adam, since you apparently just been fucking me all night, why don't we go ahead and go in Raw, brother? How about that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, I don't know if you watched the Open to Raw tonight, but I thought for a second Rob had the wrong channel on or the wrong feed. I thought it was AEW because it was a tag team battle royal for a #1 contender spot. Even worse, they had 5 teams in the ring, and they didn't let 3 of them talk.
Hey, when you go in Raw, it doesn't always have to be grudge fucking. You could show some love when you're in here.
Yeah, like
Oh no,
praise
but
the
I want to
show,
start
what
off
did you
with
like?
the no lube. Just get in.
Oh.
Wow.
So here's where the love comes in, though, Rob.
Yeah.
They swerved us. The Viking
Wow.
Raiders won.
Yeah.
And are in the title picture there, which I didn't see really coming. Elias and Riker had a thing. Mansoor and Ali had a thing.
Wait. Let's back up for a second. That was a good opening with the comedy bit with the tag teams and with fucking AJ Styles and all that. Just fuck that, right? That doesn't mean nothing. Go ahead.
Did you want me to go into the details, or is this supposed to be quick hits?
No, I'm just saying you could say like a positive thing because I know you like that
I did
part.
say a positive
You
thing
did
at
not.
first.
You didn't mention that at all, and that was something that you really enjoyed.
I said the Viking Raiders winning was
no,
a
I'm
positive.
talking
No, you
about the
said that was
promos.
surprising.
Oh, yeah. AJ had some good stuff. Riddle had some good
No,
stuff.
you don't have to go into it now. I already did. I'm just saying that.
So did Morrison and
I'm
Miz.
saying that you could add positive things to this segment if you wanted to.
Speaking of positive, we had a stellar contract signing tonight. Haven't seen one that good in forever.
God, this guy.
Number one contender match. I don't remember the winner of Ricochet and what is his name? Humberto Carrillo, who apparently has a little beard going on, and now he might be heel. I don't know. Hardy,
You said a little whatever. I didn't know what that.
yeah, Hardy fought Cedric Alexander. Gulak fought Mansoor. Riddle fought Kofi. Nikki and Asuka, I think, are a tag team now. I don't know how I feel about that, but Nikki pinned Rhea, sort of with the help of her tag team partner, Charlotte. This is something that grinds my gears, Rob. How many times has WWE done this? This is like the brawl of AEW kind of grind my gears.
Yeah.
Where they put champ and contender in a tag team match as partners. They do this shit all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And it sucks when it's Charlotte.
They do it a lot in WWE, for sure.
Also, I finally thought Shayna was going to go over someone tonight with the doll that she's fighting, but and no, she didn't.
Do you hate it?
I didn't
Me?
hate it.
Yes.
You hate the whole thing with Shayna and
I
the
hate
doll?
Yeah, because it's Shayna fucking Baszler. If
I
it
hate
were
that-
anyone
yes.
else, I'd be okay with it.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Brian. He described exactly why I hate it. If it wasn't Shayna, I wish it was Nia.
Is that why you hated the Bray and Randy stuff because it was Randy?
No. I hated the Bray and Randy stuff because they did it for 2 years.
Okay. So
Legit
anyway,
2 years.
So-
not Rick Rude 2
so
years.
this would only work if it was like Carmella or Liv Morgan.
Yes.
It would work better that's your start. I feel like Vince is saying, okay, your first opponent is Shayna because she's the bottom of the fucking roster. So we're going to work your way up. Let's start with her. I feel like it's a big slap in the dick. They could have put Lana in this situation and then released her.
No, let's fire her.
Fuck her.
So, yeah, I mean, and she can't even get over a doll.
Do you think they're going to start putting Charlotte through tables?
It's a weird way. Yeah, it's a weird way to
Charlotte, I
end
heard your
the show
boyfriend.
also.
I heard your boyfriend's all elite now. So
Yeah.
what's your plans?
Okay. Speaking of that, I made a little graphic, Rob, if you want to talk about that.
Sure, what?
It for people at home that want to see it. It is basically showing the couples that are spread apart between All Elite Wrestling
I thought they had a rule about that.
and WWE. And if you look, a lot of the WWE side has recently been X'd out. And the one that looks oddly out of place that's still surviving, you have Charlotte. No shock that she's still there.
Of course.
You know, they got a lot invested in her. Adam Cole, not shocking that he's still there. But they also have Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, I was writing him down. Oh, you already had that. Okay. And Swole, right? Yeah.
That's a weird one that he's the one still on the roster because they've let Lana go. Renee didn't want to re-sign. You know, she was able to get either out of her contract or it expired. I can't remember. But Lana got released, and Peyton Royce got released. You know, like it's just weird. Chelsea Green got released.
What about Adam Cole has still survived?
That's what I'm saying. It's Adam Cole, Charlotte, and Cedric Alexander. One of these things is not like the other. Cedric has got to be next. Just by the trend of the piece of paper in front of you, Rob.
Right. Well, according to Rob, he thought that Jackson Riker got released today.
Somebody got me. I got got. I got got.
By who?
It was a tweet. And I was like, somebody made it look like an official fucking release. And I was like, oh, shit. So it got me.
Like, did you also fall for it where the one that said anal is all elite and had a picture of Lana?
I did not see that one.
Oh, you did not see that?
No.
Oh, you missed it.
He doesn't look at fucking text messages.
Yeah, he doesn't look at
I work.
Group threads.
I'm sorry. I work in some
story.
I'm sorry.
Are you man sorry?
Sorry.
That's an interesting chart you got there.
Yeah.
It's like we should do like a genealogy of WWE.
A what?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Or like a family tree and
If
see how
you
everyone's
don't
related and the 5 degrees of Vince McMahon.
Hey, we gotta play something. We gotta do one more thing, and then we'll come back and say goodbye. Mike Cena apparently dropped some rhymes. Actually, I'm gonna let Mike Cena close the night out. I'll give the last word to Mike Cena tonight. Dropping a line for you guys. So yeah, fun tonight. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. That is our time. And we're back here Wednesday night. Adam will host a show with Brian.
Are we back here Wednesday night, Brian?
Yeah, are we? There's no fucking AEW. Are we just doing an NXT show?
Do you want to try and do Friday?
Sure.
We can still save SmackDown for Monday, but we could talk. I mean, the reason I say that, Brian, is if we watch Friday, maybe the ratings will improve. Because they're down around 426,000.
I thought you were trying to be nice and like fun and encouraging, but you have to take a shot.
No, I'm trying to help them out, boost their ratings. If you and I watch Friday night, that's 2 extra viewers.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not in that game. I'm not telling my wife that I'm doing wrestling on Friday night too.
It's a one-off. Mine wants to go out on Wednesday too, so I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
No, you two can do your thing.
You go together.
You do your thing. You guys. If Brian comes in town, then I'll do it. But
dude, I live in a boat.
You're on a boat, motherfucker. Right? Take a look at me now.
It's just in a boat, just on the side of the street.
Boats and hoes.
By the way, Brian, I even have on my list Skylar's story and Joey Janela.
I don't think they're a couple anymore, from what I've heard.
Yeah, but once you go Joey, you're not good to anybody.
Okay. All right. Wow. We'll see you Wednesday night. Last word tonight goes to the musical stylings of our good friend Mike Cena.
I got a message Barstool wanted to hear impersonations. They must be on the hot seat, dripping with perspiration. Jobs must be in jeopardy like Alex Trebek, so I'm gonna pull you Joker's cards and put it back in the deck. The checks for unemployment will probably pay better. You Logan Pauls are June bugs. I'm money like Mayweather. And I'm Floyd to your pretty boys and lame production assistants. I got game like the Wizards. Y'all can't even play with the Mystics. I talk it and live it. Y'all just write stories. I'm up late grinding. You're in bed by 9:40. And your wife's horny. Who you think she calls when you fall asleep? I give her an attitude adjustment when I'm in it balls deep. And I don't have to be Monday night for me to go raw. Her clothes come off before I even close the door. And I'm sharp like the saw that sparks in shop class. Peace to my homies on the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Word life. Mike Cena.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast and John Cena and Mordecai. Hey, go to patreon.com and donate. Patreon.com/MOWP.
Download the podcast by following us at
Thank you.
or subscribe
Good night.
on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.